Friday night, and I was working at the bar, and I went over to a friend's house when I got done. I got onto a trampoline, and stupidity, I was like, I haven't been on a trampoline in 20 years. I'm like, I wonder if I can still do a backflip. So I tried to do a backflip, and I landed in the middle of the trampoline. So not on the railings, not off it or anything, and I landed on the top of my head and just snapped my neck. I ended up laying down on the trampoline, and we called 911, and EMT showed up, and they basically, managed to get me off the trampoline without hurting me anymore, which I thought was, to me, that's probably the biggest thing. And then they med-flighted me to Madison, and they did surgery on my neck. They fused my 3, 4, and 5. I was in a wheelchair for 5 months, 4 months at least. At first when I started it was, I had enough movement in my hand. I didn't have any fingers dexterity, but I could move the chair after a while, and that went on for probably 3 or 4 months, and then I basically, now it's parked. I don't use it anymore unless I'm sitting at my computer desk, because it's nice, because it elevates and it's a comfy seat. But other than that, I try not to use it at all. For me, I want to walk, and I want to be a complete heel, which is, it's a lot to ask for, but until I get to a year or I start seeing things completely shut off, where I don't feel like I'm getting anything back or I'm not getting better, then I'll worry about it. But as of right now, that's the goal. I definitely think with that worst case scenario, no matter what happens, I'll be out of the walker. If I have to wear that brace for the rest of my life, it's what it is, but I'll be out of the walker, and that's huge. You can't stop doing the stuff you're supposed to do and expect results. That was kind of for me, was like, whenever things got tough, well, you could stop or you could do something different and push more. And that was kind of what's always kind of been the thing. Like we've talked about, like I started using the bicycle this week, because we were kind of like, I was starting to get stagnant, and it felt like we weren't getting a lot back and things were happening, and we switched to the bike, and then all of a sudden knees and ankles and things are firing that you don't expect. And if you just would have stopped at the last thing, then you wouldn't have got it, so that's kind of I think that's all you can do, basically, is just, if you want to be successful at it, just keep pushing. The doctors tell you have a year to gain all this back. Well, maximize that year with everything you can. Otherwise, what are you going to do? That's the most important thing, is positive mindset with everything. As cliche as it sounds, if you don't have that, you're not going to get any further than somebody tells you. So that's when I've talked to people, that's what I tell them, is like, just realize, like, nobody knows what your body is going through except for you. And if you're not pushing for the first year, then what are you doing? If you're not gonna push for a year, then figure out a way to make life easier for yourself, because it's not going to get any better. So that's kind of been what I've told people, is just to make sure that you trust your body, trust yourself, and then push as hard as you can.